click this button and say, "Yo, what up? How's it going, man?"
It's going good.
Good to hear. How'd you do this weekend? Did you play?
Nah, I had to work, so I was sleeping on what went on. I did get to catch Peppa's match the other week, and that was cool. That deck is awesome.
That deck is very, very cool. That deck profile is out over on Levi's channel now. If you wanted to go check that out after.
Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely.
With that though, we have a bit of a deck profile of our own. We got a deck doctor happening here. Life Hatsume.
Yeah, this is a deck I've been playing for a little bit.
Hit me with a pitch.
I saw May when she came out, and I was like, this deck looks like it's gonna be crazy. So I've been playing it, and I know it got big when it first came out, and everybody kind of dropped it, but I've been working on it since. It's been pretty consistent for me. I did have one issue, which I just recently fixed when I upgraded it to set 3, which was I actually had a turn when I had 4 less attacks, and I actually drew 9 cards and had no attacks, and I was like, what the heck? So I put a couple extra attacks in. I was like, oh, maybe my deck got a little too big. It's fine.
Love that. Love that. So what do you need my help with? What's the goal here?
I just want to see like what I'm missing. It looks like it's doing all right, but like I've had a couple issues once or twice, and it's like it wins more than it loses. I've won like probably like 5 out of every 6 matches, I think.
Damn.
So like it's pretty consistent. Like you just kind of sit back and let them do their thing, and then you just get to that point where it's just critical mass, where you just pretty much can't fail unless you draw no attacks.
Sure. Yeah. And then at that point, like, you know,
you're drawing 9 cards a turn, so yeah.
Yeah. I love you playing the sales pitch. How's that card been?
It's been pretty good.
That card's fucked up, right? That card's so good.
Yeah. That card's messed up. Like I originally, like before I did the updates, I had 4 zoom in here because there was no good low blocks that I could use that were like decent enough to put in here that I was like, eh. And I was like, I now have other things.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And then I was struggling to put zipline dart in because it has the same. It messes my block zones up. But then I was like, I'm just gonna add it on top and see how that works. I haven't had a chance to test it out yet because I took something else to locals this week.
Sure. Yeah, there's not a ton that I can quote help out with, you know? Just double check. Okay. Nothing that I'm sure you haven't already thought of, right? Ooh, frog lashing? Your character flips cards? That'd be pretty good.
If only.
If only. Let me look. Probably not. That's okay. Crazy, we're not playing these cards. That's okay, though. Mezzo Shoji. Revoke. All right. Let's take a look. Okay, so let's talk about some. First and foremost, I gotta talk about the elephant in the room. What is this card doing in your deck?
I knew I was gonna have to defend that one.
Yeah, you definitely are. This card sucks.
It sucks for the intended purpose that they tried to sell us on of slowing down Hatsume. Cool. It doesn't slow down Hatsume. It might slow down Momo for a turn, which is not gonna really help you if you don't kill her that turn. It slows down. You get to
beat Momo. I think Hatsume's better than Momo in that matchup.
Yeah, I think so too. But like it slows her down for 1 turn. If you don't kill her, it's not worth you using the remove cost.
Yeah.
It slows down Bakugo for a turn because it gives him a progressive, so you can slow him down to survive.
Just don't
like I use it for the other effect. It's pretty much the same as Conflict of Ideologies, where if I hit you, you don't get your key piece back.
Well, I hate that.
I put it in as a one-off, and I was like, see how it works, and I've locked out a lot of people's stuff with that, and it's done all right, but I don't know.
Fair.
I'm still testing it. I only put it in as one of because I'm like, if I don't get it, I don't get it.
Can
If
I trade
get
it out for
we'll see
Decker's
how it
Notebook?
works.
What are the chances I do
Oh
that?
hell yeah!
Hell
Oh
yeah.
hell yeah!
All
I
right.
just got one of those the other day.
This card's. I'm gonna put it in your sideboard so it stays on the board. This card's gone. This card says that whenever you decide to give a plus 7 to whatever move, you just get to hit them with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this character plays Deku's Notebook very well. The next thing is training weights.
I did think about that. I just got a couple, and I was like, that might be interesting. And I was trying to think of interesting combos to work with it.
So what this card does...
I haven't really thought about...
Go ahead.
I hadn't really thought about it in this deck yet, because I was thinking about it for something else that I'm working on, which is just not fun.
So I think that what this card does is it says that after you have a bunch of face downs and you no longer get to flip for your stats, this card can take your face downs and make them useful again. Right?
That makes sense.
And to the Jose's point in the chat, I don't think that this card's gonna cut it, because you're not playing. The only thing that this card does is create capture net, right? Stuff. That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
And deadlock.
And the deadlock.
Yeah, that would definitely be more
Sideboard.
useful. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this here so it stays on the table, and I want you to try double training weights. This card has overperformed every time that I've seen it hit the table. Every single time I've seen it hit the table.
Yeah.
And you get to and you've gotten to the late game, right? This card sucks early game. Your character is all about the late game. You want to get to turn 4.
Yeah.
Once if you have double training weights on turn 4, you kill them. You just every move gets scaling damage, right? This is a reference you might not get. You're Snake Man, and that's very good. Or sorry, you're Jiro, right? Every move gets +1, then +2, then +3. You get 2 of them out. Every move gets +2, then +4. Then it's very good. And then you can spend momentum ready at 2. And it pumps your damage.
Yeah, that would give me a reason to have momentum.
It's good. It's good stuff.
I don't think I have one right now. I think the only momentum I really keep is
Stomp.
The Stomp.
Yeah, it says every move gets whatever.
Yeah, and that just makes me have momentum for that. Yeah.
Okay, let's now talk about attacks. I've got Piercing Needle, not a tech weapon, not a tech card, but it's good.
But it is good, yeah.
And I thought I clicked on Knife Slice, but it looks like it didn't take. It's a 5 low for 5.
Yeah.
That just does stuff, so I'll go find that real quick. This one? Yes. Yeah. Do this. Knife Slice. What do you cut for it? I don't know. You're already playing a lot of attacks. You're also playing 1,000 cards. But like your ratios are correct?
That's really
question mark
66.
Yeah.
Because the babies won't start in the game.
Yeah. 66 because the baby started. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair number.
So it's not as big, but like it's still pretty thick.
Yeah. Yeah, you easily could like cut one net gun surprise, one advance, and then find the 2 slots for the Knife Slice, to find the 2 slots for the Piercing Needle. Yeah, you're losing out on your tech cards, which like
but I have enough to make it worth it. I mean,
card cares about, and this card cares about, but besides that, nothing else really cares. Also, it's harder for Knife Slice to get double stats.
Yeah. For showing off.
Yeah. But I think that like diversifying whatever.
I think they might be better early game, and the rest of them are better late game, because then you have your babies online. I mean, if you have your babies online, you can double the damage on Knife Slice pretty easy.
Yeah.
You can double the damage on anything pretty easy.
Right.
Because you get 4 for the babies and then 4 automatically from May's ability, so it does work.
Yeah. All right. I think one net gun and then 1 cavalry for the double Knife Slice is very cool. And I think this card's really good on turn 2, which like you need to assert some sort of swing. It's also just like a 1 mid block, right? So if you want to just hold it, it's good deadlock pressure. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
This card, talk to me.
That was because when I built the deck, I was trying to like use that card, so I was like, I always went second. and then nobody saw it coming for the first few weeks. And it's just hilarious. And even
Yeah.
now, like if they build into it, it's fine. And if they don't, I just play it. I draw a card. I get an extra card to turn, and it doesn't really cost me much.
Sure.
And it's got a really good block, but I could see taking it out.
Boy,
I just
howdy,
don't know
I
what
hate
I would replace it with.
I think this card, like, if you wanted that to happen, I think you just do like this, right? And then like it's not a thing that you're like trying to plan for. Your 5-hand size character trying to play this is rough.
Yeah.
Like you accidentally find 2 of these and you don't even get like the full value of it.
Yeah, I've had that happen. I got to play my whole hand, but that didn't work out so great.
Like it's cool. You're just a 5-hander, dude. I'm just so nervous about you missing. To the point where like we could even like I get that the card's good. You could probably just cut it and feel fine.
Yeah.
Right? Like just reduce this number. You're at 63 cards. But 63 cards with 24 attacks is a million. That's
a bit much.
That's so many.
Yeah. We gotta take out a couple.
The other actions that you have available to you are things like recovery time, which says that you don't have to block things, and when cards leave your hands, you draw a bonus. It's a 1 block with breaker 2. Living up to his example, we don't care about, so we don't have powerful EX. You've got the ready set go. Overflowing power, probably just a worse version of what the thing that we're doing is. Yeah, maybe it is just the ready, get, set, go. I'm just nervous about it.
Yeah. I mean, I've like I said, I've played it a lot, and I haven't had that come up because my hand size is so small. It's mostly at the 4, so I could try to see it on turn 1. But I have seen 2 of them in on turn 1 before, but that it was a lot less problematic when we had 2 mulligans. So it becomes more of a problem now, sadly.
Yeah. We can leave it, and that's fine. Let me talk about the cards that I added into your sideboard, and then we'll talk about the things that you like and you don't like, and we'll talk about your main board. First and foremost, full on attack mode. This card gets rid of your lame face downs and makes them useful again. It's just like a different version of this card, right? This card is +1 or -1 damage, and this card is +1 damage if it hits heal 1. Right?
And then I get a life. Yeah, that's not bad.
And so like they're kind of
doing the
same side of the same coin, but like
that one's just less defensive.
Slightly, this card is technically more value, right?
Yeah.
Because it does both. You have to, in order to get +1 damage and heal 1, you have to spend 2 resources.
True.
This is technically I spend 1 to get both. The issue is it's 1/5 too high. This is a 1/5 low. Our low blocks are low. I don't know if we can afford swapping these out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I think I could probably just get rid of the ready set goes, honestly, because my high blocks are fine.
Yeah. Just trade it out for more foundations. I don't hate it.
Yeah, maybe put a couple more lows in or something.
Vaden copy is just a good ass card. Stops mid blocks. Things are getting way too fast nowadays, and so people not playing a Vaden copy under these symbols, they're messing up. Childhood friends, all of your cards share your symbols. So like,
I wish I had some of those.
This shares 2.
I gotta get some.
This shares 2, right? We have the all symbol. Yep. This does not share 2. It's just cavalry advance, and it's the only card that doesn't.
Yeah.
We don't have childhood friends.
No, I don't have any yet. I need to get my points in and figure something out.
But
yeah, I was looking at that. Thinking like maybe a 2 of when I get them. Ooh,
Passing the torch.
How did I miss that?
This card should be exclusively used for defense. It does a very similar job of successful sales pitch. Enhance, commit, find a thing. But this card says like go find a block. This card lets you be a little more this card lets you be a little more aggressive building.
A little more on defense. Yeah, that's fair.
Encouraging. Cards nuts. It's gonna I put in Trishie Cape. You don't have range cards, we don't care. Glamorous lets you unflip stuff. Someone with style destroys your shitty face downs to re-ready it after you've played a bunch of 5 diffs, right? 5 diff, 5 diff, 5 diff.
Yeah, that's fair.
5 diff, right? Because you have to play a foundation beforehand. And we talked about these 3. So of the foundations that I said, what interests you?
Passing seems good for the reasons you said. I think I left it out because I already drew so much, and I was like, I don't think I need it, but like I could probably put like 1 or 2 main.
I think 2 of is perfect main boarded, and the reason that I think so is on those turns that you whiff, right? If you whiff,
I can get 2 extra. Yeah,
this is
true.
you're not. Yeah. And when you don't need it anymore, right? You commit it, you draw your card, flip it, swing them.
That's fair. And you just pump damage with it. Yeah, that's fair. Encouraging training partner. I don't know. I haven't been putting that in more like sideboards for these kind of decks for when I need it, like immediately.
This card's insane.
But that is a really good card. Yeah.
This card's nuts.
I used to use that card as just speed reset in a lot of decks, and then I guess I was more focused on testing new stuff.
Fair.
Glamorous. Yeah, that doesn't sense. We do need low blocks.
I think Glamorous is like a 1-of if you even play it, honestly.
Yeah.
Like it's an option, not the option. I would much rather see 4x self-sacrifice before I saw a Glamorous.
Yeah, that's fair.
Someone with style and full on attack mode are the last 2 cards that I think you actually have to think about.
Full on attack mode, I think I would do, but like our high blocks are just so crazy right now. Which I mean, some of the best in the main decks that people are playing are high, so it's not a horrible idea to have a few extra high blocks. But
it's your deck, it's your choice. I'm here just to help.
Yeah, no. I mean, probably put
23, 28, 19, 70 cards, actually 66 cards. And I've already included this. We're going to push this up to a 2-of.
Yeah.
To be 70, back to 71.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts? You're going to leave the full-on attack mode and the summon style on the cutting room floor? That is a totally okay thing to do.
Yeah, I think so for now.
All right, sounds good.
I think later if we get something more relevant for like low blocks, we could do something with it. But like maybe take out 1 high value target for a Glamorous, because then it keeps the low blocks there, and I have something that's a little more.
Sure.
Because high value target is good, but like I don't think I need 4 of them.
I mean, it is big speed hate, right? You've got rescue completed, you've got release.
Yeah.
I've put in encouraging training partner. Like you've got speed hate now.
Yeah, I have a lot of speed hate in this deck. I've had a few games where people just built their deck around speed and they just could not touch me because I got 2 rescue completed early.
Yeah. Let's talk about the cards that I don't like. Zoom.
Right.
Card sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I could have just got rid of that, but couldn't I have? That's fair.
We're gonna play 3 self-sacrifice instead. It's a better low block. It's a more utility piece. I think Zoom is a cool card. I don't think that you need to play Zoom. I think
the main reason it was still at a 1-of is because it had the tech keyword.
Sure, that's totally fair.
It gave me an extra target to put on top with the
wire
arrow. That's one.
Yeah. I think I think just having the floating and the I guess boxes doesn't count. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe you put it back in just for the tag. If you feel like you're missing it, put it back in. Just take back out the self-sacrifice. But man, I just don't think you're gonna miss it.
Yeah. I mean, at any point, I can, if I'm gonna use that attack and it's gonna go off, and I have floating flipped for the damage pump, I could just blow it up and get it back.
True.
So.
I think that you should take tight-lipped and put it to a 2-of and put in the 4th floating. You're already flipping your own foundations. I don't think that you need to do whatever.
And that gives me the tech that we just took out, so that's fine.
Excited for Blood is great. I don't think that you need it. I think that passing is actually better than Excited. Passing is more proactive. Excited is more reactive. The best thing about this is the flip and then do the thing. And the best thing you can do with Excited for Blood is unflip it with Glamorous. Right?
Yeah, that's fair. We could take out the Excited for Blood for full-on attack mode. They have the same block zone.
They do. They do different jobs, though. This lets you see more cards. So Excited for Blood in combination with Wire Arrow is nutty. It's very good. It says that you get to draw an attack, right?
It does.
So like I don't think cutting it all together, but maybe it could be like a 2-of, and that's if we're like trying to find room, right?
Cut one of those for one of those, and then.
What's this number gonna be at, if I can ask?
It's been working where it's been at,
It's
so
71.
71 is not that horrible.
Love that.
Like 66 is a fine number because I normally go 65 average.
Yeah.
So like one extra card is not going to hurt me, especially when you draw so many cards a turn.
Here's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna cut one of these Excited for Bloods for just a second release, or a third release. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, it's a 4 check, but it's more speed hate, and I think it matters.
Yeah, speed hate matters now. Yeah.
How you feel about preparing?
I think that was more of a way to. I put that in as a way of kind of slowing or getting the filter in case I do whiff.
Love that.
It's been all right. I normally just flip it, which does the same job. Yeah,
it does the same job. We could just take these 2 cards out, put in the 4th self-sacrifice and the rescue completed, or we put in the 4th self-sacrifice and put back in the zoom to still cover our low blocks, give you that tech card back.
That's fair. Yeah, that sounds good.
Which one? I give you 2 options.
Let's do
rescue completed self-sacrifice or self-sacrifice the zoom.
Let's do self-sacrifice and rescue completed. I could always take out a self-sacrifice for the zoom if I feel I'm missing an attack later.
Yeah, I don't think you need this, and so this card is really good whenever it is tactically
whenever
used
things are going wrong.
Quick creation, right? This is the thing that
that's
back in, and also you're not playing Rising Starlet to do that kind of shenanigans, right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't think that you need that card. Showing off, I don't think that you need at a 3 of. I think it's like a 1 or a 2 of at max. But if you like the card, you should play it. Confident Inventor, I think, is a rad card. I think it adds Deku's Notebook to your hand, and that's very cool.
Yeah. I'd put that in there for the off chance that I lose one of the things and I don't. It gives me another way to get it back because I can't use. Well, I guess I could.
You've got 4 floating
staff or whatever, but yeah.
You've got 4 floating. So as soon as you lose a babies, you just remove it with floating and then add it back in with Hatsume.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't have to worry about getting that back.
Yeah.
It was mostly just for like the ones that I can't get back. But showing off, I think I was thinking 2, but I needed more low blocks, I noticed. Sure. So I just put a 3rd one in because I didn't know what to put in.
I think you easily, if you wanted to save on the 4 checks, you could take this out and put take one of them out and put in another Glamorous maybe to unflip some stuff. You could put back in that high value target would not be a bad low block here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You could also just put in the zoom. I think all of those are good choices, and I think you should just test it and be like, I'm not committing showing off as much as I thought I would. I should play less of it. And that's where I'm at. I think that having like at best case scenario, right, you draw all 3 of your showing offs. I don't think you play all 3 showing offs, right? You're not going to use their abilities on a turn.
No.
I think it's like a perfect 2 of or something. Perfect, honestly.
Yeah, I think it was also 3 of because I just put it in. I wanted to test it out.
Sure, that's a totally valid reason.
And 3 of makes it easier to see, and I did need the low block, so I figured it shores up 2 things for now, and then I'll just find a different low block later. Which if it's not something I'm going to keep at 3, I'll just put in another high value target probably. Just because if they're flipping my stuff, I can't flip my stuff to get damage.
True. I think this is the list, man. I like everything that's going on.
Yeah, I've been working on this for a while now.
Yeah. I think if you're still drawing a little too attack heavy, I think this number could easily drop down to 22, and you'd probably feel fine.
Yeah.
22 attacks in your essentially 66 card deck with the ability to draw cards every time you find an attack is probably correct. I am nervous about your build turns on turn 1. That's the reason I'm trying to slam your deck with as many zeros as possible, right?
Yeah.
Zeros and ones as we look at our difficulties. This should be the most. If you just draw a bunch of 2s and 3s, you're just going to fail your 3rd card and lose, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, especially if like you're stuck with other assets in hand too, right?
3-diff,
2-diff.
Yeah. That's why I kind of went with the ones where I only had 3 other assets in there because I didn't want to find too many on turn 1 because that would not be fun.
I completely agree. I completely agree.
But, yeah.
Any final thoughts?
No, I like what we did. It looks good. I think my locals are gonna hate me.
Good. They deserve to.
I mean, yeah, they already do for last week.
Beat them up. With that said, man, thank you for the support on Patreon. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for showing me this awesome Hatsume deck. I'm probably I might just steal it. I mean, this looks like a very fun
test it out.
Hatsume deck.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. With that, stay on the line long enough for me to shoot the list, and you have a good night, okay?
Yeah, you too.
All right. Peace.